Here we go again with another young brother, black, gets shot. He didn't die, but these cops out of Akron, Ohio, they the dirtiest cops I ever seen because they always in the news about doing some illegal shit to black people, shooting them or killing them or wounding them. That's fucked up. I'm trying not to cuss, but I don't like what I see on the news and what I hear on the news. This sorry ass white cop. It's not enough names I could think of to call him, but I'm gonna just say this Caucasian son of a bitch pulled his gun out and shot a young brother, young teenager in the hand. But on top of that, though, it's like he had other problems in his records as being a cop from doing other negative shit to black folks or other people. Only thing I can say is I hope his ass get fired, because if he don't, look, black people's only gonna put up with so much shit from you hillbillies, you redneck cops on the force, and some of you white folks up in higher places. We're tired of your shit, man. This ain't the fucking 500 years of slavery shit you keep doing to us. We're tired. We're not getting tired. We've been tired. We're not going to keep accepting this kind of punishment from you redneck ass cops. Because I'm going to tell you, I don't care how many cops is out there that's listening to this video. I don't care where you from or whatever. Your training ain't going to help you. You keep, teasing white folk, black people, and harassing black people. Now, they said the young brother had a toy gun. It was fake. But somebody said, and I know it was somebody white, couldn't have been nobody black. He was walking down the street pointing the gun at people's houses. I don't know that. I'm not going to speak on it. I'm going by what the news said. Now, this goes out to you young brothers out here. If you got a fake gun like that, you can't be walking around in a white neighborhood or even in a black neighborhood with a fake gun and pointing it at people's houses if that's what happened, if that was the case. You can't do that. You putting yourself in harm's way because of what you're doing. Even though you're innocent and you didn't do nothing, the point is, when somebody make a 911 call on you and saying you walking around with a gun, they don't know if it's fake or not. All they know is from what the officer or officers hear on their radios to respond to that threat or 911 call, they don't know if you got a real one or a fake one. See what I'm saying? You making it hard on yourself and putting yourself in harm's way because of whomever told on you and called on you to the 911 station, and then they call the police. Don't put yourself in a situation like that where you get shot. Because a lot of these vigilante white ass cops, they don't care nothing about you, man. Look, they'll save their own people before they save anybody else of color. And that's the damn truth. Don't put yourself in situations where they got to come and draw down on you like that and end up shooting you, wounding you, or even killing you. And putting your family in a situation where they got to cry over you and grieve over you for the rest of your life and their life. Don't do that. Don't be carrying no kind of weapons on you walking home or walking down the street. Cause any weapon that you're carrying on you, even if it ain't real, it looks real to other people. And then when they see it while you carrying it or whatever you doing with it, pointing it or whatever, they get nervous and they gonna call on you. And when the cops come, they're gonna do you, man. Even if you don't die, they're gonna do something to harm you. So don't let these redneck cops get that kind of power over you. If you walking down the street with a weapon and you know it ain't real. The point is, they don't know that. The point is, you a threat to whomever called. You see what I'm saying? Don't do that. Now, if you wasn't walking down the street with a weapon, then they wouldn't have called. But there's times you could walk down the street and be totally innocent, don't have no weapons, and then somebody call on you white that's a racist or don't like to see black folks in a predominantly white area, because they automatically going to think you suspicious because they don't see that many black people walking around in their area where they live. So they going to call down on you even if you don't have nothing. And then here come the cops with the guns drawn and all that stuff. And you don't have no weapon, but they're going to try to do something to you regardless because you black walking in a white neighborhood. Don't put yourself in that situation. If you do, make sure you got witnesses. You walk with at least a handful of different people. Male, female, young or old, it don't matter. Don't walk down there by yourself. Because if you do, you asking for trouble. And you're going to get jammed up in some stuff you don't need to be in because of some racist ass person, male, female, old, young, teenagers, college student, junior high kids. They're going to put you in a situation where you don't need to be in. You could get hurt. You could go to jail. You could die. You could be wounded. If you're going to walk down the street where it's a predominantly white area, make sure you bring witnesses. You hear me? You better be listening because this happens a lot. Bring your friends with you. Bring at least 2 or 3 witnesses, male, female, it don't matter. Don't be walking down no white neighborhood where it ain't hardly no black people. Whether they, bring your Spanish friends, what I'm saying, people of color like you. Indian, Asian, whatever. Don't put yourself in a situation where you got to be walking down in a white neighborhood by yourself and you black. That's just like driving while you black. They pull black people over all the time for bullshit. Just to fuck with them. That's these redneck cops. They bored, they ain't got nothing else to do. They working 3rd shift, 2nd shift. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no excitement, so they gonna try to make some. Pulling black folks over and fucking with them and harassing them. And then they trying to say some other shit when it goes downtown to the judge or to their superior officers or supervisors. They lie. I told you about these motherfuckers. They ain't shit. They dirty. They punk ass cops with a gun and handcuffs and all that other shit they got on their belt. If they didn't have that on their belt, they'd be getting their ass whooped. It don't matter if you wrestle, motherfuckers, box, martial arts, whatever you do, motherfuckers ain't scared of you, man. I'm not. But this goes out to these young cats, man. Young brothers, young sisters. Indian, Asian, people of color. That's all I'm talking to right now. Don't put yourself in a situation where you had these people rolling up on you, pulling guns on you, trying to make you get on the ground so they can beat you the fuck up and put handcuffs on you and then lie. And then lie and make false reports. Don't do that. You're not only hurting yourself, you're hurting your family, and you're hurting every other, and your friends, and you're hurting every other black person on this planet. Or in the state where you live. Or township or city. because these dirty white cops are looking for action. All the time, they're looking to shoot somebody. Don't give them that opportunity. With that, I'm done. You think about it and do something positive about it. You understand that? Later.